See how he's a little crouched over and looks like he's constipated?
But as you can see, he's got a buddy now. He's in a family group. Lamb has a little bit of nipple confusion. Because a lamb who's full with mom will never take a bottle from you. And who are you and what are you doing? Group 2 is officially starting to lamb now. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. Today, we're going to clarify a little bit more on giving lambs enemas. We seem to have a lot of interest and questions about that, not only from YouTube, but Facebook and Instagram as well. So I thought we'd dive into that a little bit more. Part 2 of the lambing season has officially started. We've got some lambs on the ground, so let's get started.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob. Where are you, Bob? Bobby. Where are you, Bobby? Bob. Bob. Where are you, Bob? Bob. Bobby. Bobby. Here she comes. Bob. Come on up. Oh, there she comes. Bob, what are you doing? Oh, knocked the ball away out of my hand, honestly. Gotta calm down a little bit. Oh. There he is. Here he is. I call her Bob Bobby, but I'm not sure her name. I'm not paying attention. Oh, Lynn told me today. But I have a very small memory, so I couldn't get a name. But with a little bit of work, I'm a man. I'll get it. So I have to come over and feed her a bottle for a second. This will be her last meal tonight. It's about 9 o'clock at night. She won't get another meal until about 9 tomorrow morning. 12-hour spread. But she has creep feed, and she's definitely not losing weight, so. And all the sheep are locked in. I'm going to guess this sheep comes up every night, and I'm going to guess this is a bottle baby. Because she's a little too interested in the bottle. Aren't you, Mom? Yeah. That was probably a bottle baby. Or is that, I can't read her number. Because that lamb's 61. And I'm thinking that number in her back could be 61 too. But she has only a male, and this is a female. So it can't be 61. So anyways, I just feed this bottle. No lambs tonight yet. So I've got to feed a couple bales of hay in the other barn. Hey, leave her alone. Leave her. See, honestly, that's got to be a bottle baby. She's way too interested in the bottle. Come on, Mom, go and find something to do. See, look, honestly, yeah. It's got to be a bottle baby. Okay, she's done. Oh, cats ate all the food, so I'm going to give them a little more food for a second. Yeah, these cats are becoming a little bit expensive now. But one thing I do see in the barn, I don't see any mice or any rats or anything in the barn. So maybe the cats are doing their job. So these guys all had new bedding, and they have enough hay to munch on for tonight. Somebody asked the other day about a little lamb that has this lamb probably hasn't had its first little dump yet. See his tail hanging out? Mom, move. See how he's a little crouched over and looks like he's constipated? Mom, move. See how he looks like he's a little bit constipated? So I'm thinking this little lamb didn't have his first little poo yet. He's trying to have it, but he's not having it. So I'm just going to help him along a little bit. See how his tail's hanging out? And see his back's arched up a little bit? He's feeling pretty good. But But we're going to give him a little help right now with that. And I'm going to show you how I do that. I think Lynn's already shown how to do that. But I'm just going to try to set this camera up a little bit. Hey, buddy. Are you in the camera now? There you go. So we're going to show here how we're going to do this a little bit. And I'm just going to get a little bit of a 3cc syringe. And it actually is a little, it's a little plastic what you use for dairy cows to treat them up their teats. It's a little plastic cup that goes on the 3cc syringe. It's just warm water. And we're just going to go like this. And we're just going to hold still. Hold still. If I can find a little hole here. Hold still, hold still. Hold still. Come on now, hold still. Here it comes. Here it comes. See it here, it's coming on its own. I'm just going to help it. Watch this here. Stop it, lamb. And watch this come out now. Let me give him one more. Hold on. He's going to go, here he comes now. Come on. Here it comes out. Come on, bub. You can do it. There he goes. Come on, dump it out. Mom! But that's all it takes. So he just had his first little dump now. He's still pushing some more out. Hey, bub. Come on, push it out. I'll just give him one more syringe of water. Doesn't hurt them any. Here it comes. See it? There it comes. So sometimes that's blocked. So look how much is coming out. So he's constipated, eh? And now he'll be way more hungry. Make sure you don't step in that. So now he'll be way more hungry to nurse off the mother now. So I'm turn this around here. So that's why he was arched up. See, he's gonna go nurse now. So it's just a little bit of warm water. Oh, look at the whole pile's coming out there now. Look at that. See? There you go. And sometimes that's blocked so bad, they'll actually die from that within 2-3 days of not be able to pass that. Now, she'll probably pass it on her own, but I'm here, I see her arched up, I see her tail wagging like she's a little constipated, so I'm just going to help the situation. But normally, if a lamb is all arched up and cold and not doing much, that's not really very tasty, Mom. Mom, I wouldn't encourage that. Stop it. But that lamb's going to feel way better now. So there's one thing. This is the first little lamb from that dickhead ram we have. What's his name again? That's a little senior moment there. But I tell you what I don't like about this lamb already. This is a nice lamb. Not that I don't like it. But it's something I'm looking for. If you look at that ewe right there, that ewe has open wool. The rain can get in really easy. The wind can separate it. This sheep here has, what I'm picking for, and Lynn's picking for it too, is more of the tight wool. that can resist weather more, resist the rain and the cold weather. It's more of a tighter, denser wool. And you don't know why I can't think of that ram's name now. But that ram has open wool, and I see the lamb has open wool. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but I just see the lamb is quite fluffy, and I'm looking for that lamb's really tight wool. Now, this ewe here actually has tight wool, and I'm not in love with the wool on the lamb, but maybe I'm wrong. But that ewe there has what I call open wool. Years ago, they used to pick sheep for that, because sheep that had open wool couldn't tolerate the weather. The rain would sink in and everything, and freezing rain, and they would just get cold. But the funny thing about it is, this ewe actually has tight wool. I'm going to question that. I'll see what happens in the next few days. You'll really be able to tell what kind of wool it is. But that ewe there has actually open wool, which I don't prefer. But her two lambs come from Hamish, and Hamish has really tight wool, a beautiful coat, and those two lambs in the next pen have a nice tight coat on them. But I'm going to question this sheep. He's just a quite fuzzy all around and everything, and I'm going to think that this sheep, it has more of that open wool. You want to try the teat a little bit? See if I can get her on. So I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to set this camera down, and I'm going to see if this lamb wants to nurse a little bit. She's not really the brightest thing right yet, so I'll be talking to you shortly if anything happens. So this ewe here, you can see her udder doesn't look good at all. She's the one that had blood in her udder a little bit. That sheep can't stay here. The lamb's actually taking a little bit of a bottle now. This ewe here had one teat. She is feeding the lambs on one teat, but I'm topping the lambs up with a bottle. Two really nice lambs with tight wool. I'll show you what I'm looking for. And this lamb here, I like this lamb a lot. I'm going to watch this lamb, but I'm going to guess that this little lamb has open wool. And I'm looking for, see her wool on the back is kind of open, it's kind of like blotchy. And if you look at this ewe, see the wool's a lot tighter. That real tight, crimpy wool to hold the weather out, eh? I think a Dorset or a Suffolk should have that nice tight wool. Shouldn't have that open wool. Look at the lambs here. Taking advantage of the box. They're actually all asleep in that box. Except for those three. I just came in the barn around 8 o'clock here. I just woke up. I just found a pair of lambs just born. They're still warm yet. And I just fed them. And she's just getting calmed down. And she's a little blind. She couldn't see me when I was carrying the lambs out of the pen. She actually couldn't see where I was going. She had to listen to me. Anyways, I'm going to trim that up a little bit today that she can see a little better. A male and a female lamb. And I'll see you shortly. I'm just going to go and have a quick cup of coffee with Lynn. And then we're going to start chores. And at that point, they'll probably be up. I just gave them a little bit of tubing. So they're just getting on their feet. I actually should check her teeth for 1 second before I leave. And I'll be talking to you shortly.
First on the agenda is to feed these little guys. Hi! Hi there! You guys hungry? Let's go have a seat over here and we'll feed these guys. This is little mister and his buddy. Hey little guys. So these are the two bottle babies in here. We feed these guys first before the day starts because little mister here makes a lot of noise if he doesn't have his bottle. you can see, he's got a buddy now. He's in a family group. So, yeah, he's beginning to feel like a lamb now. Whoop. I already fed them not too long ago, so they're really not that hungry. Are you guys really a little bit full? You're just being greedy right now? Is that all it is? I think so. I think you guys are just playing with the bottle right now. You guys are full. We're gonna head on to the other babies, who actually are a lot hungrier. There we go. Hi, are you a little hungry today? Are you a little hungry? Hi. Hi. Wanna try some? There you go. So this is the lamb who has the mom who had that really bloody udder. The mom, half her side, the side that was bloody, is all dried up and there's no milk on it. And she only has a little bit of milk on the other side. So this ewe is a cull ewe now. And her lamb is just kind of learning a bottle. She's staying in here until she absolutely runs up to me for a bottle. That way I don't have to chase the lambs around the pen trying to feed them. It's much easier if they come to you. This lamb has a little bit of nipple confusion. She's nursing off her mom and the bottle. So we're just waiting until she's an expert. And then these two will go out in the family group as well. What are you doing? It's a different sucking motion on a bottle as opposed to a teat. Are you done? You think you're done? So this one doesn't drink very much. But the fact that she tries to drink lets me know that she's not getting quite enough for mom. So this will be what we call a top-up baby. It's still getting some from mom, but just not enough. Okay? That's good enough. And likewise, we have these twins on the other side who are also in the pen because they tend to run away, but when I catch them, they guzzle down a bottle. So this mom has half an udder. If she had one lamb, it would probably be great, but she's got two, and the fact that the lamb takes a bottle when you offer it is a sure indicator that it's not getting its needs met by mom, because a lamb who's full with mom will never take a bottle from you. So that's how we kind of test. So if sometimes ewes take a while to come to their milk, and that's how we can tell when mom has come to her milk, because all of a sudden the lambs won't want to take a bottle anymore, and then we know they're good to go. And her little lamb that was having problems finding the teat yesterday seems to have latched on now and is doing fine. What happens if the teats are kind of long and a lamb tries to nurse on them, they kind of bend away from its mouth. So until they get a little bit of experience and dexterity, those longer nipples are harder for first-time newborn lambs to get the knack of. Once they got it, they got it. But when you're asking about how do you know if a lamb needs an enema, chances are that if you have a ewe that has triplets or more, the lambs are going to need an enema because they're not sucking enough colostrum to get the laxative effect. Also, if they're struggling to latch on, or you suspect that maybe they're not latching on all the time, again, they're not getting the laxative effect. So you might want to just try it. It's just warm water. You can't harm the lamb. You only need to do it once. And like it's not something you keep doing. Once it comes out, it's out. It's never going to come back. And they're flowing at that point. Another thing is the hunched up lamb, the cold lamb, the lamb that's not doing too much, like it's always laying down. If the bum looks really, really dry, like it's totally clean, then maybe you would suspect that it hasn't had a bowel movement. But if you see a lamb with lots of yellow on its bum or orangey poop clogged on its bum, you have no worry at all, because that yellow poop indicates that they're getting an overabundance of colostrum. So that first meconium poop has come out. However, with that yellow poop, it's also very sticky, and what happens is it will sometimes stick to the outside of their bum and harden and form an outer plug. So if you see a big yellowy bum with a big clob of poop there, pull it off. And sometimes you might have to wash their bum. Again, colostrum's a one-day event. Once you've cleaned his bum off and there's no plug inside or out, you don't have to worry about that ever again. And who are you and what are you doing? Hi. Are you a little bit curious? I can see your head's not stuck. You're just having a look at what's going on out here. I don't blame you. These lambs are going to be heading over to the coverall soon. This is the good to go group. We just have a couple more ewes to put in here and they'll be heading over. Tommy's checking out his ewes. Hey, Tommy. He just has that face that says he's got catitude. You're a good pussycat, though. Yeah, you are. Because Group 2 is officially starting to lamb now. We made sure we put some really nice bedding out. So they've got a beautiful spot to have their lambs. Nice, dry, fluffy straw. Oh, that tricky guy, now he's in the feeder. I can see you're a smart one. Like Arnie said, she needs her bangs trimming. She's doing good with her lambs. These are Kasanova's lambs. The first two we've had from him. So, 3 lambs, 2 ewes. There, we got the lamb races going on. But it's time for Maisie Daisy to get fed.
Oh, gee, I wish I didn't say that, Lynn. I wanted to have the challenge to see if I can remember that name.
Maisie Daisy, where are ya? Hi, honey. Hi. Good girl. You are you're too close to me. The nipple's way over here. Look. Maisie. She runs in so close. She's got to learn that she can't just run right up to me. She's got to run right to the bottle. Good girl. You are a clever girl. Now we got those frothy lips forming. Oh, easy girl. Easy does it. It's like a nice frothy milkshake, isn't it? They're starting to eat hay now. Any way they can get it. That's kind of backwards, buddy. See, they have that little step they can go up to. And stand on there. So if you're a little short or you want to eat in an elevated position, they can get up there. And then on the other side of the pen here, we got the Suffolk guys. well on their way. Hi, you guys. Good job. And Arnie, when he walked out of here, he dropped a little clump of hay by mistake. And so the lambs are descending on that now. Lambs just can't wait their turn. Buddy, you gotta wait. The bale's gonna take up the whole pen. I know. You got a mouthful. You should be pleased. Still some fighting in here, as you can see by Hilton's head. But it's that time of year when it's cool when they want to act stupid. But everybody's been okay, except for the few odd scrapes. While everyone's quiet, we're going to head to the grocery store, get some food for ourselves. And as usual, the day at Ewetopia Farms is to be continued. So please be sure to join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.